Hey guys, this is Anon with some Obj140 gameplay today. Platooned with Canuck Mastiff Storm and his Leopard 1, and we're going to just kind of roam the battlefield today. Lots of movement in this one, kind of work our way all the way around and back to the beginning again to chase Red down. So I'm swinging around to this great starting position near the cap circle. To set up here. I really like this position, just like a lot of people do, because it gives you shots up towards the mill while also protecting your team from some of these sniper locations on the other side of the cap circle. So that's originally where I'm setting up looking in, because I know I have plenty of time to spot to the right if any of my team picks anybody up. And I'm trying to prevent them from being spotted or sniped. So I can see some tanks already starting to pop up that direction, so I move to see if I can get a couple shots in. Just aiming and taking a few pot shots. Now I can see the red Obj140 is exactly where I thought he would be, working in town. So I'm trying. My goal now is just to keep him from overly sniping our team. So I put a shell into him to get that. Unfortunately, I get spotted. I was hoping I wouldn't, but it happens sometimes. I probably got the front of my tank a little bit exposed. He manages to sneak one in on me. He was probably running optics, which I'm not on this tank. So I'm letting camera reset a little bit and hoping to pick him up again. Mastiff was having troubles in Mill and the Leopard, which isn't really a surprise. So he's flanking back around to see if he can help out in this area. So I'm also kind of waiting to see what he does. The 140 gets spotted, and I can see that he's relocated a little bit. So I decide to back out and swing around on this other side of the building, so it's less likely that I get spotted moving in his direction, because the goal now is to go take him out, because I haven't seen anybody else that's really sniping into our team. So I'm working my way in. I don't love to run over a cap circle at any point, but sometimes you have to. On the way to him, run straight into this Yaguru that's been sniping our team as well, so it lets me take that gun out of it. Trying to keep him tracked here, but he heals, so it makes me back up a little bit. But he's not in a super great position to work on me as long as I use the edges of these buildings, so that's what I'm trying to do, is just shoot him and roll forward. Just having him spotted is helping our team with him a little bit. He unfortunately gets some RNG for him there, and dirts one right in front of me. But then I get it right back and miss the weak spot with heat next to his gun. So again, kind of setting up in this skyscrape, hoping that if he can get a shot, it's not going to be too damaging, but instead can sneak that in and get rid of their big gun. So I'm kind of seeing where the whole team is, and now everybody has been spotted there for a second. So based on where Red is to my right, and the fact that Mastiff is brawling with a T-54, I decide to go help him to try and preserve his health and avoid that DPM, and it will naturally kind of propel us to flank the rest of the Red team. So that's the idea. Come take out this 54. I was going to ram him if need be, just to keep Master from taking a shot, but he gets it in there. And now we have a clear shot to Red's flank, so that's where we're going to head. We're up a tank at this point, which is also nice. You can see the IS-7 get spotted, so we can put a couple shells in him without too much trouble. Now he's gonna go off our radar, and we can see on the map that the TDs are down in the river area, which lets us pop down and put a couple shells in them too, just because they've gotten themselves a little bit exposed. So we're going to work that direction. Been spotted, but it doesn't matter. Try and get greedy with an HE shell. 140 is not great with the HE, so shouldn't have done that. Now we can see that this IS-7 has decided to track us down. Have a little interaction there, but I'm telling him to actually switch spots with me because I have so much more health. That's why I intentionally shoot the track right there, because I don't want Mastiff to die. And now I can put this IS-7 into a circle while keeping preventing my teammate from dying, because he's probably a one-shot from that IS-7. So I'm going to get this nice circle. We're down a tank at this point, so getting rid of this nearly full health IS-7 when this engagement started is pretty beneficial. And now we can work back and help this mouse that's kind of alone because his help has died. a charming teammate there, because clearly we weren't doing anything at all. And so yeah, just booking it back in at this point. We know that there's a 95 left on low health, so see him to the right and decide to move for him first. Right as the E4 pops up, he was trying to turn around and get us. So let's us again get the back shots on the T95 while working around the E4. Not sure what happens with Mastiff here because he gets taken out. Not sure what position he was in there, but still lets me continue the circle and this great speed to work back up to the E4. A little bit of a snapshot on his tumor on the top that misses, but with the fairly strong turret and my health, shouldn't be too difficult of a kill here. He fires, so it lets me charge. Plenty of weak spots on an E4, and can circle around for the kill. So we all know how great the 140 is, but it really lets you roam that battlefield, pick off the stragglers, and work around to the flank, but brawl at the same time. There's obviously such a great tank, but the elusive mastery that comes along with the 140 because people have such great games in it, and so just liked that example. So.